Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 2 where we are learning about regular expressions. So in my previous lecture I have started off with the introduction topic where we have understood what we are going to cover in this unit. Okay, the topics. So let us start off with this particular lecture number 1 where we'll be learning about or we will be understanding the basic concept of regular language. But in upcoming lecture, we'll be discussing one important session where we'll be discussing about regular language and how to identify which are the languages are regular. Okay, so let us describe first the introductory topic, like what do you mean by a regular language? So if I have to understand regular language in depth, I'll be discussing with some few examples. But here I am trying to explain regular language in terms of three different ways. Okay, one is known as acceptor, as I have already told you. Okay, acceptor is the one. Next one is a generator, and the third one is the representator. Okay, so we'll be looking into these three terminologies very nicely because it will make you clear that how a language is being divided into these three categories. Okay, so if we talk about a regular language, it is nothing but a formal language only. Okay, that is possibly like a collection of infinite set of you can say a finite sequence of symbols or input from a finite alphabet that satisfies the following conditions. We have to check the following conditions. So what are those conditions all about? Okay, the condition states that it can be determined, the first one, it can be determined by a deterministic finite state machine, that is for sure. So if it is determined or accepted, you can say, that means this particular concept is nothing but your acceptor, correct? So definitely acceptor means that something is there which generally accepts those particular set of language. Okay, so in terms of regular language, the acceptor will be your deterministic finite state machine. It can be DFA, it can be an NFA, it can be epsilon NFA, it can be media, or it can be a Moore machine. Clear? Now, if we talk about it is also already mentioned that it can be accepted by a non-deterministic finite state machine also. That's why I've told you DFA, NFA, epsilon NFA, then median Moore machines as well. Okay. Now, this is all about the acceptor part. Now, if I talk about the representator part is being what we are going to discuss in this entire unit is nothing but the regular expression by which mean you are trying to represent a particular expression, a particular language. Represent means how you are going to define or how you are going to display that particular language in terms of operands and operators is nothing but in the form of a regular expression. And then finally, the strings can be generated, can be derived from a particular set of rules, which is known as the grammar. And in terms of regular languages, it is said as regular grammar. So this particular scenario, that is regular language, then determinist finite automata, then we are talking about regular expression, we are talking about regular grammar. It is actually the initial stage that we are learning right now. It will be again further classified and we will be moving into the most powerful machine, the most powerful acceptor, that is your Turing machine. But before that, these are the preliminary topics that you are going to learn. In unit 1, you have learned about the deterministic finite state machine, non-deterministic finite state machine, correct? In unit number 2, you are going to learn completely about regular expression, how you are going to express a language, okay, in terms of regular expression, in terms of like how you are going to convert that particular regular expression to a finite machine. Okay, then thirdly, in unit number 3, you are going to learn about the concept of regular grammar and forwarded with one more topic known as context-free grammar. So this is the basic introductory part, but before going into the regular expression topic, I want to let you know one particular diagram which will be very much useful to understand the hierarchy, or you can say the levels of these particular machines. Okay, so let me get into that. Okay, so if I talk about this particular diagram, it is very much useful to understand the hierarchy or levels of how the automata has been segregated. Okay, so actually we are into unit number 1 or unit number 2 where we are learning about the concept of regular language. So this particular level is said to be type 3. Okay, then we will be moving into the second one, that is known as your type 2. Okay, then we'll be moving into the third part, which is said as type 1, and the last one, that is the topmost, is known as the type 0. Okay, so these are the basic hierarchy of understanding the concept of regular language to recursively enumerable language. So in every hierarchy, initial hierarchy, we will be coming, the language will be regular language. Okay, the set of rules, that is the grammar, which is known as the regular grammar, and the acceptor for this RL will be nothing but your finite machines. Okay, finite automata, you can say. Clear? Now same goes with number type 2, where we'll be coming across with the same language, but a little bit of you can say there's a highest power in comparison with the languages. Okay, some kind of more number of strings can be included. I will let you know once you are clear with the regular expression part. Okay, so in CFL you will be learning about the context-free languages, and the grammar that is being generated is known as the context-free grammar. Then in type 1, you will be coming across with one more language that is known as context-sensitive language. And the expressive power is more in comparison to context-free language and regular languages. And it is having the grammar or the rules which is being generated by using this context-sensitive language is context-sensitive grammar. Okay. So the machines that is being accepted by CFL or context-free grammar is push-down automata, PDA. Okay. In case of context-sensitive language, it is known as linear bounded automata. We'll be looking into these topics very nicely. So for just an introductory topic, I am just explaining to you. And then finally, we will be coming across with the type 0, which is the highest level, okay, whose expressive power is more in comparison to all these, okay, and that is known as recursively enumerable language, okay, or recursive language. And the set of rules which is being defined by this language is known as unrestricted grammar. Okay, and this is recursively enumerable grammar also, sometimes they used to say. This is another name. So unrestricted grammar is the set of rules, and the machine that is being accepted is your Turing machine. Okay, so this is the hierarchy of how a regular language has been defined. Okay, so this is all about introduction to regular language, and actually this diagram that you have learned is known as Chomsky hierarchy. We'll be learning in depth about this Chomsky hierarchy in unit number 3, where we'll be learning different types of grammars as well. Okay, so these are all actually the entire units that I am discussing, unit 1 till unit number 5. These are all divided in properly with the based on the topics. Okay, so if you skip any of the topic, like if you're jumping directly to unit number 3, then it will be very much tough to understand. So I would suggest that you start off with unit number 1, then unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, like this. Then it will be very much clear how these topics are interrelated to each other. Okay, so I think you are clear with the concept of the name or the terminology regular language. But yes, we'll be learning about this topic in depth in the upcoming session, upcoming lecture, where we'll be learning about the different types of the regular language, and how to find, or how to find whether the language is a regular or not. Okay, so that concept we'll be learning, and also we'll be learning one more topic, one more algorithm to prove that the particular language is not regular. That is, the topic is pumping lemma. We'll be learning about that as well. Okay, but in the next lecture, we'll be for 6 to 7 lectures, we'll be looking on only with the regular expression part. After finishing that, we'll be jumping off with the topic known as regular language. I hope it is clear to you all how to identify regular, what is the meaning of regular language, and how we have divided regular language into the 3 parts, that is acceptor, generator, and representative. In the next lecture, I will explain to you an introduction for regular expression and so on. Okay, thank you for watching the video. If you're having any comments, or if you're having any suggestion, please comment down below. It will be great, and it will be a great help for me to update the videos, and also subscribe my channel so that you can get the updated videos as well. So thank you for watching the video. Stay safe.